kicking it, kicking it, kicking it, kicking it, yeah, we kicking it.
We're hitting the home stretch, y'all. Right now, we got part 3 of our interview. When did everything sort of like change from like, I love rap, this is so much fun, to like, I fucking hate everyone, you know?
It's a good question, because it was a slow, gradual process of like being this geeked hip hop fan to like becoming a curmudgeon, which I am. But now I'm like a curmudgeon who can laugh at it. Like 3 years ago, I was an angry curmudgeon.
You were like pissed.
I was just like, I had enough of the music business. But it's kind of like when you have like a hobby or like a passion, and it becomes the way you make a living, everything changes drastically. Because it's like Jay, you can't go on stage with the fur coat. You're alienating your fans. Peter's all upset and all this other shit. And it's like, to me, it was just being goofy and, you know, like to me, like I grew up listening to the Afros and No Face and like all this crazy rap and stuff. And that was part in my DNA, as part of my personality. So when I was making records, I would do shit that wasn't accepted in the area of rap I was in, which was the independent rap scene. Like everybody was concerned with skills and battling, and I didn't give a shit about that. So I would come out with the fur coat and the Jerry curl wig, and I would do like covers of R&B songs. Just like, I was a total clown, like comedian. And you know, hip hop is very serious, and I just think a lot of people didn't know where to put it, because it was like, it was too quirky and nerdy and self-deprecating to fit in with the street rap, but it was too profane and misogynist to fit in with the, you know, the underground stuff. So there was like, and when it comes to music, if people can't put a label on something, then they kind of forget, they just forget about it.
They want to be like, he's he's Jay-Z by way of Kanye or something like that.
You'll never read about a new artist without hearing who they compare it to. So with me, they didn't know who the fuck to compare it to.
He's young Jeezy by way of like M Dash.
Yeah. So it was like, you know, labeling is how we decide whether or not we like music before we hear it.
Well, I will say this, you still have a ton of fans. So do you ever see yourself just kind of like releasing a couple new songs like on YouTube, or like making the SoundCloud page like sort of starting up again, and just for all your hungry fans to like keep making product, and not necessarily for the money, but just like to get them excited again?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No.
You're like, fuck those fans.
Nah, not even
that.
that.
Chance. They could have bought it in the past.
I'll produce stuff. You know, I still do beats now and then, but in terms of rapping, like that's like a part, like I appreciate it for what it was, but like I'm in a different spot now.
Really?
Yeah, like I shop at TJ Maxx, which is unacceptable for rap. Like you have to be on, you know, you have to pick up the drink tab. These are things this is what rappers do. You buy out the bar.
Yeah.
You shop, you know, high end shit. Like I go to Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and that's not very rap like.
But I feel like there are certain people who kind of go beyond the rules and would, you know, still be down, even if you didn't buy the bar, even if you were rocking.
No, if I was still into it, I would definitely do it, because like now, like I'm not looking at entertainment as a way of paying bills. Like when that pressure was off my shoulder, like even with the book, like I'm not trying to get rich off the book, because it's not realistic to get rich off a book.
Yeah.
So I did that for fun. Like I still DJ, I still make beats now and then. So I'm learning to play the drums. Like none of that shit is paying my bills, but I enjoy doing that stuff. Like being a rapper and doing a show, like I'm not.
For me, it's like about making the music, making videos. Those are things where you just like, you're doing it in the spotlight, and it's more fun than trying to like actively convince somebody, please throw your hands in the air, I'm begging you. And when you do it like you don't care. Stop caring so much when you throw your hands in the air.
Yeah, it's just, you just look at it, I kind of look at it as just like a chapter that's passed. Like I look back on it, I'm like, wow, I had a lot of fun, I had ups, I had downs, and now I'm like, I can't even wrap my head around like that I did that shit. Like people are like, yo man, I remember you came to my town, you did a show, and you were rapping about this and this and this, and you did that, and I don't even, like, it was 10 years, like I'm so removed from it. Like, I'm happy that I did it. I'm glad I got to do these things and see these places, but like I'm just in a different place.
All right, so it's, I'm getting the wrap up signal from my director, so now we're gonna head into the lightning round. The lightning round. give me your response as fast as you can.
Okay.
One word or less. No,
Okay.
one word.
All right.
All right. Kumo D.
Shades.
Trina.
Fat ass.
Little Kim versus Nicki Minaj.
Generation gap.
All right. Southern music.
Grits.
R&B.
Jerry Curl.
Eddie Murphy.
Raw.
Digital Underground.
Nose.
Favorite pop star.
Mitch Green.
Favorite romantic comedy.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Favorite color.
Red.
Favorite country in Europe.
Denmark.
Favorite sport.
Basketball.
Favorite sport other than basketball.
Badminton.
Badminton. Favorite instrument to play.
Drum.
Best sampler software or hardware.
SP1200.
And lastly, but not leastly, favorite way to listen to music.
A Walkman. Tapes.
There we go. A Walkman with tapes. And there you have it, folks.
With auto reverse, so you can flip to the middle of the other side when shit gets boring.
Okay. Auto reverse. You heard it here first, folks. The J-Zone Soce interview. That's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the show. Come back next week when we talk about sports reporting. And we outie.